All right, guys. So let's get started. Tonight, I figured we would just kind of have like a Q&A session and just talk amongst each other. Like if we're struggling with anything in our movement, if you guys didn't listen to the Sunday call, that was really what the Sunday call was about, was our movement, how to make time for our movement. So really, I figured we always have our best conversations when we all like talk together and bounce ideas off of each other. So I figured we could open it up for a Q&A or just talk about how our movement's going, or maybe how it's not going and how we can help to get it going. Terry's out there getting her walk in.
I am. I'm almost there. Oh shoot, I put it on pause when I talked to my neighbor. It's like, stop. Have challenges because when my sister joins the challenge, then I'm more competitive.
Mm-hmm.
So I like this challenge. The Fitme plates are super easy. The food prep's easy. It's the movement.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's a challenge, I'm not really getting it done.
So do you feel like what is the biggest challenge with the movement, getting it done? Just getting up and getting it done, or finding time in your to get it done?
Putting off doing Tory exercises.
Okay, free exercise.
Yeah, I'm getting better, but I think I only did Tory exercises once last week, but I got steps in like 5 or 6 times, so that's moving. So that was good.
So do you your Tory exercises all at like one time, or would maybe breaking them up and doing them like with your walk help, depending on what they are? But
a lot of it's on the floor. Okay. So it's not conducive to walking. I do go backwards up a big hill that I just got done with. So I walk up the hill backwards. So that's interesting. And my neighbors all look at me like I'm a weirdo. Hey, but I'm a weirdo. It is what it is.
So I think, well, go ahead, Julia. Someone was talking.
Yeah, it was me. I was going to say, just tell them you're doing physical therapy and be done with it.
That's and then what I do.
They can stare at you all they want. But why are you having trouble getting Tory exercises in there?
I have one of the routines is like using a backwards drag and backwards step ups. And I do those up at the school. Because that's where my equipment is, because our basement's being refinished. If our basement was done, I wouldn't have an excuse. But I do tell people, well, my physical therapist told me to do this. And they're like, oh, let me know if it works.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So we just got to get you to the school.
Yeah. And today, because I have a garden up there, a greenhouse. So today I did my exercises first, did my gardening second. And I think that's what I need to do, because I'll always water the plants. I won't always put me first. So, something else. You got to hurry up and go do something else. Mm-hmm. So that's my change of game plan. Do my Tory exercises first when I get up there.
What are you using for your backwards drag?
A bath mat turned upside down, a 25-pound kettlebell, and then 2 10-pound barbell weights. So
Okay.
I've improvised. Oh, and for the belt, I had these rings that I would put on a pull-up bar. And so the belt from that I'm using for the belt to drag the weights. And it's working quite well. So that I need to up the weights. So
well, I'm just curious because I need to do a backwards drag too because we don't have any hills. And I am been looking for like a old truck tire that has the rim in it, but I don't know anybody who has a truck tire that I could use to drag. So that exercise I'm not doing.
I'm trying to think of what else we could use to backwards drag. Terry, that was very innovative for yours with the bath mat. I wonder if you even have like some type of rope, Julie, and could you drag something like in the grass?
I could, if I want to carry it to the park. But no, it's just concrete and we can't drag in our grass. It's not long enough.
Okay.
The space is not long enough. So that's what I'm looking for, is something I can drag on the concrete out front. And so that's why we came up with a tire. But I haven't been able to find a tire that has a rim in it so that I have a way to put weights in it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I think that's definitely a Tori question. She probably can help you get innovative and figure out how to do that. I don't know. For the tire, you could probably look somewhere in like I don't know if they have like a junkyard or anything where people sell or like a car junkyard where you could possibly get those from.
I didn't think about that, but I'll call around a couple places tomorrow and see if I can. I just don't want to spend any money on it. So
hey,
I just need an old beat up truck tire with a rim.
Then I guarantee you could probably find something like that at a junkyard or something, like a car junkyard. I know that there's like a couple places like back home that I'm like thinking of. I'm like, you could definitely find a tire in there. So Teresa said she can't talk because her hubby is sleeping on the recliner, but she said, I think you could put weights inside the tire itself, no rim necessary.
Yeah, I was just thinking about, I don't have a lot of weights. So if the rim is in it, that's a weight in itself. But I don't know.
I think Tori had said something about filling up milk gallons and using them.
I could definitely do that inside a tire.
Yeah, filling them up with water. Even if I can't find
one with a ring.
But I know what you mean with the ring because it would hold the weights in there. But what would you drag it with?
Oh, I have an old strap I could use. That's not a big deal. It's just finding something to drag is the big issue.
Yeah.
Without spending $1,000, you know.
Right. Well, that's the reason for it. The bath mat turned upside down. I didn't want to go buy a sleigh or whatever those are. I don't know.
Yeah, and for the tire, you could probably go to a tire change shop because they recycle tires all the time and see if they would give you a deal or give you something if you don't need the rim in it because they change tires all the time. That's
we have
an idea.
We have a Les Schwab right over here that might have something, but I'll look into that more.
All right, so we got helping Julie get her tire done so she can do her Tori exercises. Terry's gonna start doing it first in the morning, which I think will definitely help. Then you can reward yourself with gardening your flowers. Something you want to actually do is something you have to do.
I don't know what you guys are even talking about.
Right?
I don't meet with Tori till tomorrow, but y'all are scaring me.
Tori definitely has some good exercises. I don't think they're anything like too wild and crazy. They're different. But she's amazing.
Okay.
You're like, I don't want to be dragging a tire.
If you have knee problems, walking backwards uphill is a great way to help fix those knee problems. And that's why, and because I don't have a hill, I can't walk up backwards to do the up backwards. So that's why I need to do a drag.
How big of a hill?
Well, it doesn't have to be too big, just a slight incline, but I don't live in a neighborhood with any hills. It's completely flat. And I'd have to drive to a neighborhood where there's hills, and that's just a waste of gas. So,
Okay.
But there's a guy he's called Knees Over Toes guy. And a lot of the exercises I do are for my knee. And he learned them from someone else, and that's where they come from.
Okay.
For a background in the backwards drag and walking uphill backwards and all of that. And they're helping because I'm actually able to walk downhill with a lot less knee pain.
That's awesome. Hi, Julie. So you're Terry's sister, right?
Oh,
I don't think
I am. There's my husband. See, I was waiting for him to get off work.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
All right.
That's why I didn't have my video on. I'm still at the office.
Still at the office. Who else needs some help with their movement, or maybe just needs some help figuring out how to get it into their schedule? I know, Carrie, you said that you're meeting with Tori tomorrow.
Yeah. I strength train 4 days a week.
Nice.
I have a spin bike I'm usually on the other days. Do a lot of gardening, a lot of functional movement. So movement is not a problem for me. I do have bad knees. So, there's certain movements that are hard for me. I can't do lunges very far because my left knee doesn't like that. So, I've adapted. So I'm interested to see if my personal adaptations are, right, good, or if I'm limiting myself.
And Tori will definitely help, through the assessments that she'll take you through. She'll be able to help with that knee pain and give you different things to help reduce it, or maybe mobilize some other things that might be tight that could be causing it. So that'll be definitely beneficial, and it'll probably help you in your strength training too.
So I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. I'm a little apprehensive.
She's great. Julie, how are you doing with everything, Julie Wetzel?
I'm doing good. Movement isn't a problem. It's all the other steps that's a problem. Making sure I'm getting enough water in and eating Fitme plates. Although I did post my salad today. So
in the Facebook group, like we talked about?
Yeah. It'll be the same probably every day, but you want to know what? I'll just post it in there every day, and it is what it is. And tonight my daughter's coming over. We're making chicken tikka masala. So I'll have my protein and the rice for the carb, and then I'm going to make zucchini chips in the air fryer for my vegetable. There you go.
That sounds like if
she hasn't
also got a post in the Facebook group. That sounds
yeah, the chicken tikka masala she makes is awesome. And I'm craving it. And this will be my fourth time having chicken in 2 days, but I really want it and I can't put it off anymore. So I went to the store today and bought all the stuff for it. But no, movement's going good. The only exercise I'm not doing is the drag because I just have not been able to set it up yet. So
now, since you're really consistent in your movement, how do you make sure you consistently get it in? Like, what do you do to make sure you get it done each day?
I usually try to do some movement when I first get up. I kind of break it up because it's easier that way. And then I do some movements when Harmony's down for a nap. So that's how it's been going. And then we walk almost every day, except today it's like 95 degrees. So I walked this morning and it was like 71 already. And I was like, ugh. But, and we didn't walk until 10 o'clock. So it was pretty late to be walking in the heat. But, yeah, I don't know. I've just made that a priority because I want to be able to do squats and lunges, which I have not been able to do. So, and like I said, doing those exercises, my knee is actually already starting to feel better.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good tip that you had right there, that you break your movement up. If you can't necessarily find, like, just say your workout 30 minutes to string together all at once, to be able to break it up into different sessions. I know you're breaking up your walks. I know that's something that I do. I don't like getting all my steps done in one time. And it also lets me get up from my desk to like take a break during the day, which is nice. So breaking it up has been, I feel like it's more digestible that way. So you're like, oh, I can go on a 15-20 minute walk, or like a 10-minute walk, versus, oh my God, I have to go for a 45-minute walk to, hit my steps or get my movement in.
Yeah. And we walked this morning. I don't know. It's like 0.95 miles or something like that. And then I walked around the grocery store, and then I had to go back to the grocery store and to finish getting the stuff for dinner. But yeah, it's much better to split those things up if you can, instead of doing them all at once. Even the Tori exercises, the way she has them written out, you don't have to do them all at one time.
Terry, you're on mute. I'm not sure if you were talking or not.
I was agreeing.
Oh, okay.
He's agreeing with me.
I said true.
Teresa also says she splits up her walk during the day because of her work as well. So that definitely seems to be a strategy for, the people who are getting it in consistently, splitting it up, so you're not having to save it for some long thing at the end of the day. And I know Tori sets her exercises up like that, like you said, Julie, where you could really like kind of pick and choose when you can do them, or you can do them, every time you go to the bathroom, or every time you walk downstairs to get a drink. And even the same thing with like a structured strength training program. Like if you're finding, maybe your program's 45 minutes and you do part of it 15 minutes one time, 15 minutes the next, studies have shown that actually does help build strength, and that it's okay if you break it up.
I'm trying to keep the baby busy while I'm on this call.
What is she doing over there?
She's in her crib, and I put the laptop where she can't reach it, and she's watching Frozen videos on YouTube.
She loves Frozen, doesn't she?
Frozen all the time. All the time.
I like their songs. I like Frozen songs. They're good.
They are.
Not when you hear them every day over and over and over and over again.
True. You probably hear them in your sleep.
Yeah, when we're camping, I put the movie in for her so I can go outside and have an hour and a half to myself, because she will sit and watch the whole movie. So, and it's the only time I get to myself.
There's another tip from Julie. Keep the kid busy so then you can go do your stuff outside.
Yes, I was visiting my son and daughter-in-law last weekend and trying to do my weight training, and the grandkids. I get up at 5:30 in the morning, so I figure, okay, that's safe. No. Grandkid was up at 6 o'clock watching me. What are you doing, Mimi? Can I do it with you? I know. And then they're watching you the whole time, just watching. And you're like, I'm trying to get through this. You're making me self-conscious. And I feel guilty for not paying attention to you.
Have them
Yeah.
do them with you.
Well, I have pretty heavy weights. So
Well,
But
have
we
them
did
do
the
them without
stretching.
weights.
we did the stretching part together, but
There you go.
she watched me squat for, 7.5 minutes while I was grunting and trying to focus.
Mimi, why are you grunting?
Yes. Why are you doing that if it's so hard? Because I'm old and I don't want to get old. I don't want my body to break down.
You know,
But,
Julie
You're
just
teaching
texted
them
my
good
sister.
skills.
Yeah. My sister Julie said she got disconnected in the parking ramp, but we'll be back next week. So
Cool.
they have spotty Wi-Fi when they're moving or driving.
Mhm.
So
Once she turned her video on, I could tell that she was your sister.
aw, she's fun. She's my favorite.
The other ones.
I have 6 sisters, so I can pick and choose. They're cute.
Then we had Carrie basically had another tip too. You just have to do the movement with the kids, then get them involved.
There you go.
And then they see Mimi doing because that's what you said they call you as Mimi. Yep. So they see you doing your strength training. So they want to mimic you and do what you're doing.
yeah, the boys are a little rough. So they're 4 and 2.
Okay.
Rough.
They're boys, say no
I
more.
wouldn't put them, I wouldn't trust them with weights
No.
Start throwing them at each other.
or at anything. What can I break with this weight?
Yeah. That's how they're bent. That's
Yeah.
how their mind works.
Yeah. Their older sister is busy trying to prove that she's smarter than you. So she gets that from her grandmother.
It's not a bad trait.
Passed down from her father. Yeah.
It's not a bad trait.
How old is she?
She's 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So but she does clash with her father. There's a lot of arguing where he has to say, "You're not smarter than me. You need to stop this." So it's difficult. I have wonderful grandkids. I have 8 grandkids and 1 on the way. And they are all wonderful, strong-willed, funny, smart, amazing kids. And if they can live to adulthood, they're going to be wonderful adults.
Yeah, I always said strong-willed is not very delightful in a child, but it will get them very far in life
Yeah.
as an adult.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I just try to tell their parents, just hold on to that. They're going to be wonderful adults.
Yeah.
Just don't kill them.
Yet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Girls are like that. They think they know everything. I wasn't looking forward to raising another girl.
Well, I had one of each, and actually my daughter was a dream. My son was the really difficult one.
Yeah, we had 3 girls and 2 boys, and the oldest girl and the oldest boy made us be parents. So
I would much rather have my boys than my girls any day. They were so much easier. And then God decided to bless us with Harmony. So
yeah.
another girl.
Well, maybe
That's
she'll live up
awesome.
to her name.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like
She's
that.
pretty strong-willed. She's grown too fast.
Mm,
She has gotten big just in the short time that I've seen her. I feel like
Yeah.
she's grown into you know what I mean? I don't know, like a little person, because it's she's getting bigger, more of a personality and stuff. And
Is she
Yeah.
a year and a half Or is she 2?
Yeah, she'll be 19 months on the 20th.
Okay.
But yeah, we've had her since she was 6 weeks old, and it just seems like time has flown by. Just flown.
Yeah.
And then our youngest grandson, he's just going to be 3 months tomorrow.
Wow.
And then the older one is 2. So next by the end of April, we'll have a 1, 2, and 3-year-old.
Oh, wow.
And Harmony's right in the middle at 2.
Cool.
Good luck, Julie.
Yeah.
It's fine at the moment. The older grandson is a little autistic, so we're having to work with him and not pushing. But otherwise, he's doing good when he's around, and they're coming over tonight, so
Oh, fun.
it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I know we got off topic of movement, but
Oh, yeah.
oh, hey, get back on topic of movement. Harmony did the jungle gym all by herself this last week.
Oh, wow.
All by herself.
Wow.
She went up the stairs, across the bridge 100 times, through the tunnel, down the tunnel slide, all by herself. And the week before, she wouldn't do it by herself.
Gee, you could put your Fitbit watch on her.
She doesn't sit. I'm concerned about her weight. She's only 21.4 pounds. And
Is that
she's
small?
in yeah, that's all. And so I'm curious what her doctor's going to say. We leave the 21st of July to go camping, and our appointment's that morning. So we'll see. I'm like, she's always busy. She doesn't sit. So even when she's watching Frozen, she stands to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, my daughter was 25 pounds when she was 1 year, and she was 25 pounds when she was 2 years, and she was 26 pounds when she was 3 years old. And she just moved and got taller. And she's certainly normal size now. So, and all of her kids have done the same thing. They start out really big and they just get long. They don't seem to gain any weight for 3 years, which I mean,
Yeah.
they're healthy. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think
Yeah.
those charts are misleading because our bodies are all different.
Yeah, our grandsons actually have to see a nutritionist because they're concerned he's only in the 3rd percentile for his weight. So, and he's only like 2 inches taller than Harmony is. And he weighs like 1.5 pounds more than she does.
Oh, wow.
So, but it just might be his metabolism, but they're trying to get him to gain weight. He's tall and skinny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
Oh,
I know
you're tall and skinny. Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, you're doing your strength training. I know you're super consistent with that. And you've had a lot of wins. I remember in the June 1 track with like building strength, going up in weight. So you're doing all the things to be healthy and fit and change your body, be strong. So,
Yeah.
And then all your Tori exercises in there too. Your body feeling even better. So then you'll move better in your movements. It'll be good. We're scaring her with the Tori exercises.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
I'm
Actually,
not
there
scared
were.
so much. I just remember you, Terry, saying my first class out, I don't do the Tori exercises. I can't do those. So, and then you said it again today. I'm like, wow, she really hates those Tori exercises.
Well, mine is just, my basement is torn up. So my workout room was in my basement. And now it's up at the school, so I have to go up to the school. And the only place there's carpet is in my master bedroom. And so it just, once the basement's done, then I won't, like I said, I won't have an excuse. They're not hard. The ones that were hard, I did talk to her about, and she switched it up because my left knee doesn't bend all the way, so I couldn't do an exercise that she wanted me to do. And she said, oh, just try it for a while. So I did, and I couldn't. So, and she's like, okay, we'll switch it up. So she'll work with you.
Yeah,
And
she's really good about that.
Yeah, she's very good about that. So, and I'm surprised how many people have knee problems.
Well, I mean, that just means that we've had a full life and our bodies are showing.
Oh, I love how you talk.
Our bodies are showing the signs of it. I did a lot of fun things in my misspent youth, and now I remember all of them.
I feel all of them. Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Try to hold on to that. There's so many people that are young and shouldn't have mobility problems, and they've never had the mobility that I was blessed with. And so I get kind of down on myself, you know. I mean, both of my younger sisters and my mother have had knee replacements, so I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And when we were competitive baseball players, softball players, I did a lot of running, and I'm not built for running. I did a lot of bodybuilding when I was in my 20s, and that wears down your cartilage and your joint space. But you know, they're children that are born and they can never walk, and so I try to hold on to to remember that I might have unrealistic expectations that I can't stand up from a cross-legged position without using my hands at my age. Maybe it's unrealistic to expect that.
No, I can't either.
Yeah, maybe it's unrealistic to expect to be able to do a full squat where I'm actually just squatting for 5 minutes and just hanging out there like I used to in my 20s. You know,
Yeah.
my sister can't do that with her total joints, so I'm never going to be there again. And maybe it's just unrealistic to expect my body to do that.
I don't, maybe, I don't know. I mean, everybody's different.
Yeah, I know.
So.
Those are just the things that go through my mind. Try to hold on to that.
Yeah.
And my brain still thinks I'm 27. That's the problem.
Isn't that funny? Yes. Why that age? Because mine does
that's
too.
That's where I was in my prime health, and I think just that was the prime year for me. After that, things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Goodness.
Well, Tori will definitely get you know, moving better. And, you know, she does things all with like, you know, reprogramming your nervous system to like get your body to be able to move how it's supposed to, and different things like the movements that she does now. I don't know everything in what she does because she's explained it to me, and I've had to hear it a couple times, you know, to be able to kind of understand what she's saying, because it is definitely unique. But I mean, like reprogramming your nervous system to be able to like, maybe you think you have that compensation, and you probably do, but it's reprogramming it to get your brain to get your body moving the way that it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I will say, working on like mobility and stuff, because I've also had like back injuries, and I'm 30. I've had back injuries and like didn't focus on mobility. I'm like, stretching, no thank you. I hate that. That's boring. And yeah, I definitely paid the price until I started incorporating mobility. And like, once I started incorporating it, because I like to like lift weights and stuff too, all of my lifts got better. I feel like I got stronger. I was recruiting the muscles that like I needed to, specifically with my squat. I really focused on like my ankle mobility, which is like now my squat is so much better. You know, and I can go deeper. I can recruit the muscles that I need to.
That's awesome.
You know, yeah. So working on that piece will have so much carryover into other things. It'll improve your lifting. And I think you might be surprised.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, so. You'll be excited about that, Carrie.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for the encouragement.
Got you. All right, ladies, do we have anything else tonight? I know we went like a little bit all over the place, but I figured it'd just kind of be good for all of us who have been getting on the call to chat and like, you know, talk all, you know, through the things that we have challenges with. Maybe we're learn from other people. I don't know. I feel like those are always the best talks.
It is. It is.
I agree.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. And then if you, maybe one time, I have a question actually. Would it be cool if we could one night to get Tori to come on, like maybe explain a little bit more about what she does? Like, would you guys be interested in that?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
That'd be fun.
Okay. I'm gonna reach out to Tori because I know her and I are in the same time zone. So I'll see if maybe one night we can get her to come on and talk more what it is, like why she does what she does and explain it to us, because I think that could be cool too.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, then I'm gonna talk to Tori and see if we can set it up.
All right.
Thanks.
Awesome.
All right, ladies. Well, all of you have a good rest of your night, and we will see you next Monday.
Yes. Thanks, Tabby.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.